Warning, this podcast contains a lot of spoilers and feelings.
All the feelings.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2-hour season finale, also known as episodes 21 and 22, Absolution and Ascension. I am your host, Mike, and joining me is Clio.
Hello.
And Rachel.
Hi.
Well, they kept the history, guys. Lincoln died after the Civil War.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna show myself out.
Go. Leave. Go. Out.
Gotta throw my headphones across the room, but I'm too lazy to get up and get them once I did.
How do I get out of my chair?
Sorry, I saw someone post that today, and I'm like, I have to read that off tonight. I have to say that tonight.
Asshole.
They really are, yeah. So this was a game.
All the feels. And they were jerking us around the whole entire time with the whole jacket and the necklace thing. They were jerking
every
us
time it passed off, it's like, oh no!
Yeah, it was like almost the end of the first episode, or the first hour. And then, like, when Fitz is wearing the jacket, he picks up the crucifix, like, whose is this? Is this yours? No, that's Yo-Yo's. And I'm like, no! Like,
and
I wanted to
each
scream.
One of them are in a position where they quite possibly could have died.
And then while they're doing that slow motion fight on the Quinjet or the Zephyr or wherever it was against all of the primitives, I'm like, they're all wearing the jacket. Every one of them is wearing that jacket.
Simmons had the jacket. Colson had the jacket. Mac was wearing the jacket. Daisy had the jacket. Like everyone was wearing the jacket. I was just like, oh my god.
And that crucifix.
Can I get this jacket? Because I actually kind of like it.
I know, I like it too.
And they passed that necklace around to, like, everybody.
I know! Everyone touched it.
We got mixed emotions in chat here. Well, not mixed. We got Aubrey Jane saying he was teary-eyed when Hive died at the end, wants him back.
No.
Okay, you got teary-eyed when Hive died, but you didn't give two shits about Lincoln?
Now,
I'm sorry.
I'm in the boat with...
No.
Now, allow me to explain here. I'm somewhat in the boat with Aubrey here that I didn't give a shit about Lincoln.
What?
Until... What? Would you let me finish? Until these two episodes.
She goes, no.
Like, I don't know why, but...
I'm not listening to you. No.
Like, for some reason, I just never really cared about Lincoln. But, like, throughout these two episodes, I actually gave a damn.
Honestly, I think throughout this whole season, because they've been going into his backstory, like with the whole anger management, him, recovering alcoholic, all of that stuff. Really just delving into his character. So I think that's what all of this season was meant to do. And I've liked Lincoln from square one, so I mean...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Loved Lincoln.
I mean, I didn't necessarily hate him. I just never really... I don't know. I gave more of a damn about him this episode, these two episodes. Maybe it's a guy thing. I really don't know. But, all the feels. Especially because, like, the last 20 minutes, Daisy's like, I've seen this. I know what I have to do. I'm totally going to do it. It's all me.
I think the first feels, like, oh my god, where I started getting misty-eyed was when Mac went and visited Daisy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was just intense.
Like, no, you're hugging me. Shut up. You're hugging me.
And it was just like,
You're going to shut up and you're going to take the hug.
You're going to shut up and you're going to take the hug. Well, she shut up and took the hug.
Oh my god, that was like when my eyes are just like glazing over and start, I'm like, okay.
It's like,
can't cry.
Just yell in the other room, honey, can you stop cutting onions? Please.
I think I stubbed my toe. I sit in my chair.
I'm not crying. There's nothing sad and emotional going on.
No.
I'm leaking.
That is one thing. It's like this throughout the season, we haven't had that emotional like this. And it's like I think it's been building up, and then this one it was just like here, all the feels here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean, especially also since the new Marvel movie came out, Chrissy still has all the feels from that. And then this is just like here, shove all the feels in two episodes. Here you go.
Here, have it all.
Have it all. But it does. It feels like it all built up to these 2 episodes, and then it just like bursts.
See, so much happened, and that is one reason I don't like 2-hour finales, is because when we come here to talk about it, there's too much information for me to like categorize and go through without missing something. But I just want to get this out there before I forget. The highlight, 2 highlights of these episodes, and I'm going to amend this later, were Fitz in the motion capture suit, acting like a monkey.
That was hilarious.
And
I
knew his name when I was starting that sentence, and now I forgot it. The doctor who made the the primitive Inhumans.
Yeah.
There was a lot of.
What about him?
I've been killing myself for weeks trying to figure out who this guy was. He's Jonathan from The Mummy.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that?
I don't remember.
I thought I mentioned it.
No, I knew who he was.
Yeah.
I recognize him. I'm staring at it, but it was when this episode when they gelled Hive. It's just like, yeah, woo, yeah, team. And as soon as that, I was like, oh my god, that's why I recognize him.
Yeah. No, when
I may be an
did
idiot.
the whole suit and everything, I was laughing. I was like, because they had to obviously have him and the actor playing him do it at the same. That had to have been a logistical nightmare. But how many takes did they actually do before they stopped cracking up at each other?
I hope there's a blooper reel, and I hope 2 minutes of it are that scene, the actor who plays General Talbot just losing his mind.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. There is no way you made that with the straight face.
It's like the scene from Bruce Almighty. Yeah. Like there's no way you didn't fucking crack up 100 times.
Yeah,
I still crack up whenever I see that scene.
Every time. Oh my god, it's so funny.
I mean, I love that it's like they try to cut that emotional tension with a little bit of humor, just so you didn't get too. It's like they got you up to this emotional plateau where you just went full over, and then they cut it with humor, and then they did it again.
And
stop.
Like, yeah, there were a couple of suspension of disbelief moments too. Like, now I'm thinking of it. After they do that whole motion capture scene, and Coulson gets the kill code for the nuke, and he opens it up, and it's this card with like 100 little codes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought after that, I'm like, there's no way you read all of them off to Fitz in 30 seconds.
With no mistakes.
With no mistakes.
They're just that good. They're just that good.
I guess they're just that good. I don't know. They were just.
What I thought was hilarious is that Hive expected the doctor to put the nuke back online. He's a doctor.
I know. I thought that was so funny.
It's like, you're smart.
Like, fix it.
I mean, yeah, Hive
was kind of stupid.
I mean, he's how many?
Had his brain scrambled.
Well, this was before the scrambling.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
That's right. Sorry.
The whole fix. Like,
I think it might him being alone on that planet for so long.
He's thousands of years old. He only has the memories of a few people. Yeah, an astronaut and Grant Ward and some fairly intelligent people. But nobody, I guess, who really knows how a nuclear weapon works. I guess. Just fix it.
And then he sends his goons with him, and it was like, okay, now, do you guys remember anything? Do you have any tools? Send their tools. They get up. I'm like, oh crap!
I'm gonna call you Ronald. I'm gonna call you
Ronald
Ronald 2.
I swear, I thought he was gonna pick a name like Billy or something, and he
or
was
Bob.
Ronald 2. I'm like, really? You couldn't think of another name? Like, really?
Ah, he was beautiful. But I mean, the scrambling of Ward, but scrambling of Hive's mind.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was fantastic.
That was
that was amazing.
The Tahiti machine.
Was it the Jiggy?
Yeah, because
that's right.
when Coulson and Daisy were talking, she's like, "Look, I know you're thinking about it. Just bring it in here. Use the machine. Hook me up to it. Make me feel all these things forever. But pull the memories out. Like, actually
That's
pull the."
Right. I didn't even make that connection.
And then he said, "We can't. We did pull it out, but it's not for you."
Yeah.
I didn't make that connection. I think it might have been the whole
it was
deal.
funny, neither did my dad, but like I caught that immediately and he was like, oh
yeah.
It was genius.
Afterwards, like, yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't make, for some reason, my brain, I think, was just in a sappy place.
Let's just have Lincoln overcharge it, point it at Hive, and, turn it on to 200% power and see what happens.
I miss Lincoln so much.
You
don't have shake and bake anymore.
Oh, good God. Yeah, Aubrey says the dude who played Ward was the best villain. Who's going to replace him?
Oh my God.
He is doing a hashtag on Twitter, like hashtag something Hive, to bring him to, maybe they'll bring him back. But being out and blown up into space
by a nuke.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
I mean, he even said it.
Flashbacks, maybe the Ward character will come back in flashbacks, but I don't think he's coming back.
I saw a fun fan theory on Reddit, like, Hive survives somehow, and like his body heals, but due to the the mind scrambling and the fact that it was a nuke and everything, he comes back as Grant Ward with Hive's powers, and I'm just like, I like it.
I mean, I think
Ward.
But the problem with that is, I think Grant Ward's character reached the end of its arc when
yes,
he
it
died.
did. I agree.
That was definitely as far as that character could have gone.
Mind you, this is
which is why it was so great to have Hive, because it was Ward's face with a different character.
Yes.
But yeah.
Let's not forget Hive's face under that.
He looked like Garrus from Mass Effect.
Yeah!
He
that
did.
Is what he looked like.
Garrus with tentacles.
Yes, that's what he looked like. As soon as I saw his face, I'm like, oh my God, Garrus.
And they showed it, and I'm like, yeah, beyond a shadow of a doubt, his face is what Hydra based their logo on. There's, like, no way it wasn't that. Like, that's why it doesn't look like a Hydra.
Right. No, that's definitely it once you saw his face, which would have been cool to see more of, but, whatever.
It was great, too, because you can tell, like, the face was, like, part prosthetic, and, like, obviously the moving tentacles were CGI. So it was, like, I love when they blend it, because it makes it look more believable. And it looked fantastic.
Yeah, it was a really great effect. There were so many moments in this episode that I screamed, or wanted to scream, at my screen, because, like, Fitz puts on the jacket with the crucifix. Fitz gets locked in the hangar with the gas bomb that just went off. Yo-Yo gets shot in the stomach.
Shot! Twice!
Daisy's on some self-sacrifice mission. Then, Coulson's there one-on-one with Ward. Turns out he's a hologram.
I love that! I love that part when he's a hologram. He goes, I've always wanted to do this. Obi-Wan.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are my only hope.
I died. I was just like, oh my God. I would so do the same thing. So,
Coulson is the biggest nerd on the planet.
Oh, he is, and I love it.
But we would all do that. We would,
of course,
just because.
It is so cute how Yo-Yo, she was like, I tried to catch the bullets. I was too slow. I was like, ah!
I was too slow.
You're so cute. Stop.
That part, too, I forgot. Yeah, because Max walks to the door and, like, guy opens fire with a submachine gun. I'm like, ah!
Yeah,
no,
like, heart stop. Have no breath in your lungs.
And then he's like, where are the bullets? And I'm like, oh God, she took them all. I'm like, no, she only took one.
No, she took two. She had two.
It looked like two.
I was really confused. Well,
they said one, but it looked like two.
Exit wound.
She tried. I think she tried to catch them. She might have caught at least one. But was too slow to catch them all.
Good attempt.
Either way.
Too many moments this episode.
Either way, when the doctor handed him the blowtorch, I knew exactly what they were doing. Well, as soon as they panned over, I was like, no.
Oh my God, that's a blowtorch.
And she's like, I want Mac to do it. I'm like, oh God, really?
Ow.
Well,
I
she
wouldn't
knew.
care.
I mean, they both had steady hands, but she,
Mm-hmm.
she loves Mac.
She
So
does.
she wants him to be the one to do it.
There's a thing there.
Yeah. The thing is strong. The
Now,
ship is strong.
I remembered another thing I wanted to mention. If you the crate that the gas was in when Fitz saw it was from Absolution, Minnesota, or Absolution, Missouri, wherever it was.
Minnesota.
On the crate, it said
I thought it was Montana, but it could have been
one of the M states. On the crate, it said, whatever components, blah blah blah, Absolution, Montana, let's say. It says, attention, Pepper Potts.
What?
Like, that's who it was supposed to be shipped to. Or it was shipped to. Now, I don't know if that was like an intentional thing in the story or just some Easter egg they threw in just to be like, ha, let's see who notices this.
Egg.
I mean, the only reason is because the only reason I notice is because I watch it on this computer, like staring at the screen this close.
Yeah.
he's analyzing everything.
Yeah.
I was going to go back and look at that, but it was 2 hours and I totally forgot. I should have wrote it down.
There were a lot of things I wanted to go back and look at.
Yeah, I didn't have the time to go back and look at anything.
Yeah.
Me neither.
When I was talking about, how Dalton plays Ward is doing the whole hashtag Hive survives. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
His little quote says, if Hive and Ward are such a loved character, how would it be? And now would be the time to start tagging hashtag Hive survives. So I'm calling all my fans to use that tag. Hopefully, I'll get back on the show. He doesn't want to leave the show.
He really doesn't, and
he doesn't.
He loves being in Marvel. He's done like silly videos with Joe Quesada, who's the what is his title? Executive editor or something. He's really high up in Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it was just the funniest freaking video he's done for Comic-Con. He loves being in the Marvel family.
He has you could tell he enjoys the role just based on how well he plays it.
He even like makes mention, like, everyone loved Coulson so much they started the movement hashtag Coulson lives. He goes, they do listen.
Obviously.
I don't know how they're gonna work that.
How would he come back?
That's I have no idea how they would make that work. But no,
I don't understand how they would. I don't understand how they would make that work. I mean, unless by some miracle they cloned him, because at the end we did see the Doctor doing like AI.
Oh my god!
Life model decoy.
I have an Ultron feeling.
Well, it was an LMD, like live model decoy. Mm-hmm. That's what they're going with.
Okay, all right.
And S.H.I.E.L.D. had androids in the comics, and that Ada is from an offshoot. I looked this up. It's the Artificial Intelligence Data Archivist or Analyzer or something like that. It is an AI from a different Earth dimension.
Yeah, there's that, and there's. I don't know how else what they would do it. What, make them like they cloned him somehow, or they he had a twin brother that no one told him about. How would you work that?
Just have the life model decoy of Grant Ward.
There you go.
Why not?
There you go.
I'm sorry. As much as we don't like him as a villain, he is a very good-looking guy. So
and
eye candy's not. They got rid of Hunter, who was eye candy. So we got to get some more.
I love him as a villain, though.
Yeah, and there's no reason to say you can't bring him back and not bring him back. I'm sorry. Have the life model decoy of Grant Ward and he's not going to be the same. He's not going to have Ward's mind. It's going to be different.
But
still be a villain.
I don't know. He for me is, I don't know if I want to say my favorite Marvel villain in the MCU, but he's definitely one of the top 3 like best Marvel villains right now.
You could kind of relate to him. He has these flaws, but he also has these like redeeming qualities that you like. You know what I mean? You like to hate him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you understand where it's coming from.
And I think the most interesting interesting thing about Ward is there was all this shit that happened in his past.
Mm-hmm.
And you see our other characters who didn't go bad, had shit happen in their past, but they turned out good. And the fact that, Grant just didn't, it was interesting.
Yeah.
In this when I'm reading this this interview with him, he did mention the life model decoys. So
yeah.
we don't know.
Hello, you've reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark.
They gotta keep him around. They gotta keep him around because, just credit to the actor. While he's getting his mind scrambled, he's playing good Ward, bad Ward, Hive,
And
Will, and
Will.
Giddy and Malik's brother, all at the same time.
I know, right?
Like, come on. That I don't know. That had to be a difficult scene to shoot. Because he's like quoting shit from that Ward said to Sky in season 1.
Yeah.
I just love how James and
the chairman
and the chairman were like sitting there going, "What the hell?" And he's like, "I think he's really crazy. He's really just gone. What? Wow." They're just like, "What? Yeah, no.
You have to go." And they turn around to leave. He's like, says something. What? It's like, run! I think the boss has lost it.
It's like, yeah, this guy's lost it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Took him quite a while to get that to get some semblance of control back.
I know, right?
Like even when he's fighting Daisy after, that was crazy. She wanted to be retaken over. Like she actually got down on her knees and begged.
Yeah. And Lincoln brought up a very good point where it's an addiction. And how many times do some people relapse before they're clean? Like they will throw themselves back into their drug or their alcohol that they're addicted to.
And now that same thing. And now we know that once whatever Lash did to her, made her immune to that, he couldn't get back into her.
Yeah, giggity.
But like they're in the middle of the fight, and he's like, death won't make the pain go away.
Yeah.
Or maybe it will. I can't remember.
Oh no, revenge. Yeah, revenge will make the pain go away. Or maybe it doesn't. I can't remember.
Oh,
it was nice. I love the fact that they snuck in little laughs here and there, little jabs at each other. But it was very well done.
I know. I just loved like the end of him and Lincoln and Hive floating in the plane together, just totally chill, accepted their fate at that point. It's like, at least I got to see the world.
Yeah.
I think this was the most real Hive has ever been, was up there when he's looking down at everything and just been like, well, this is the one thing that I've never experienced.
And, I only wanted to make the world a better place. Like, just that whole conversation. Like, I know.
Yeah, and I really like that Lincoln, he's like, yeah, I know. As twisted as it was,
it's like,
I know.
Yeah, I know. Oh boy.
And it's just such a weird thing, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Kilgrave.
Yeah.
How he's like, I just wanted to make a connection. He was going around making all these like meaningless connections.
And that's what Hive wanted. He wanted to connect with something.
Yeah.
I think he was lonely because he was the first one made, and he wasn't able to. And then they wanted to kill him right now. He wasn't able to make any connections with any other human kind of thing. You know what I mean? Without not any real connections. He could infect their mind and make them think they have a connection with him, but it's not real. It's not the real connection that he was looking for. Oh, it's almost like Ward. He wanted a real connection, and look what happened to Crazy McCrazerton. All weird. That's all he really wanted. So both of them, they just wanted that connection to someone. And
that's, I guess, why Ward was a perfect face for
him. And that's why he stayed in the body for so long. He probably related a little to Ward,
Now, let's talk about Simmons planning their vacation. I'm just jumping around points because there was too much here to keep concise.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm going to do something on those islands that's going to take your breath away. And Fitz is instantly thinking naughty things
she's like, we're gonna go snorkeling. It's like,
God damn it, Gemma, that's insensitive. He had brain damage from being trapped underwater for too long, and you want to go snorkeling?
I just think
I didn't think about that.
Come on, Gemma. Like, really?
I didn't think about that.
I don't know. I think she's just playing with her right now. I think it's hilarious. Because she's like, you don't think I'm romantic? He's like, come on, everyone knows I'm the romantic.
But I mean, it's just like, oh, I'm totally romantic. Let's go snorkeling. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we know that 6 months from the end of this episode, they're still together.
Mm-hmm.
We also know that there's a new director of S.H.I.E.L.D, and we have no idea who the hell it is.
I'm so mad they didn't tell us. You do not understand how livid I am that we don't know who the fucking director of goddamn S.H.I.E.L.D. is.
That's
I'm
their
making
point.
a guess. I thought maybe May was. Maybe May took over.
It could be May because we didn't see May. It could be Fury. Fury could be back. It could be Maria Hill.
There's a whole list of people it could be.
Of people it could be. It could be that dude that Crossbones held the gun up to and tried to make him Captain Sorter's guy.
There was a part in there was a time in the comics that Daisy was the director of S.H.I.E.L.D, which
it's obviously not.
No, she's a little.
She's pulling a Robin Hood.
She is.
Like that was the wife and daughter of future telling guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Hey.
How
many people? I'm pretty sure Mike was. How excited were you to finally see Mac get his gun?
Oh,
you have no idea. Like
the shotgun axe.
Oh, how did he put it? Like
straight out of like Resident Evil or something. It was amazing.
It's like the best thing I've ever made, or like the best weapon ever made. I
have to use it.
Yeah. The shotgun axe.
Well, everyone was so shocked when he's like, "I want to fight," and they're like, "Huh?" But he's like, "I have to use the set," and pulls this thing out. I'm like, "Yes!"
Yeah.
They did it.
He put an axe blade as an attachment for a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Way to go, Mac. I love you.
That was amazing.
Sorry to drag it back to Daisy.
Go on.
But I got such. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna stop talking about it. I got such a Bucky feeling from that whole thing. And her going rogue is very Civil War feel. Like she's doing what she thinks is right.
Now, we don't know who the director is. Coulson is doing field work again. So did he give that up willingly, or was he overruled?
He didn't seem too pissed off about it.
He didn't seem too mad about it.
No, he's seems to be adamantly tracking Daisy, who has taken the name Quake at this point.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know where she belongs anymore. She's gone through so much emotional state through the withdrawals from Hive and the guilt of what she did when she was under Hive's control.
Yeah.
And we've said this, for all season, need a therapist.
One that's not going to go all lash on us.
Yes, they need a therapist.
Yeah.
Real-ass therapist.
They need a therapist bad.
Really
So
does the Avengers. I mean, every superhero group should just have a therapist.
The Avengers really need a therapist.
They really do.
The Justice League, and they have a therapist.
And
they have a therapist.
Yes.
I mean, how many Marvel superheroes were therapists? Doctor Strange was a brain surgeon. I mean, oh wow, okay, yeah, they have no therapists. They have plenty of professors and PhDs and doctors, just none of them.
Plenty of smart people.
Yeah, plenty of smart people with multiple degrees, but no therapist. Really?
They all need a shrink. They really do. They need, because they've seen so much crap. They need how to react to this. How it's. They.
Now I just have to question.
Hello, Marvel therapists.
Yeah, where are they going with this show next season now?
Well, obviously, he's going to go something with the artificial intelligence route some way.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the doctor is somewhat working with Fitz.
He's working with, he's somewhat working with Fitz. And probably Simmons, too, in some way.
In some capacity.
Because as he put it, he's like, two of them combined, they're like a much younger me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so,
wow.
And we know that all of the charges have been dropped against him. So what happened with that? And he's all out. Is he like working with S.H.I.E.L.D, but this is a different offshoot of it? Because he's, still working with Fitz and Simmons.
I mean, he was very fascinated. He saw the prototypes, like, wow, this Fitz guy is a genius.
Hands, yeah.
Like, it's like, does he have a working prototype? Like his face when Coulson showed him the hands, like, it's marvelous.
Oh my god, that was so great.
It's like, yes, it's so marvelous. You would forget that Coulson lost a hand.
I know. And then, he did this, calling the jet on his hand. He goes, I like the way you guys do things. Mm-hmm. He was just, so enamored. So I'm thinking that maybe this might be an offshoot of a S.H.I.E.L.D thing, or I don't know. It just seems like it, because I don't think they would let Fitz or Simmons work with him if it wasn't
an offshoot.
Well, I mean,
they could,
because the office he had was seemed very not S.H.I.E.L.D. Like it was isolated. It was his office. It didn't seem like there was any other desks.
It kind of reminds me of Tony Stark shit.
Yeah. Except much more maniacal.
Modern.
Like
very
Tony
modern.
Stark does stuff all out of good. Like his intentions are good. They seldom turn out very well.
But we don't know what his intentions are. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happens in that 6 months. Hopefully.
I know, but I have a very strong feeling that he's still playing evil genius.
Maybe he's making sex bots.
Science for science's sake.
It's like, what day is it? It's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Great. Fully functional androids that you can't tell the difference. That's going to be fun.
Yep.
That'd be one way to bring back Ward.
You guys ever heard of Cylons?
Yep.
Didn't really work out for, the characters in Battlestar Galactica. But, anyway,
well, there has been a thing of saying that there's going to be sex bots by the year 2025 or something like that. So,
That's wonderful. I have no idea what else to mention, because it's just a roller coaster of me yelling, "No, not them!"
I am the most excited for a rogue Quake. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know she's doing good. Like, she's trying to do the right thing.
Right.
We see that with Robin. We see that. And I mean, you get a glimpse, and I didn't get to go back and read the articles that were on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I picked out was Quake. Rogue or hero.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's the question, right? Because this just freaking happened in Civil War. That's the question. And what I want to see is her standing against the Accords. Like, because there's stuff in the Accords that can exploit civilians.
Mm-hmm.
And that can put people who are powered but, not powerful. It could put them in danger. And
right.
I want her to fight for them.
Mm-hmm. I just think she's kind of lost herself a little bit. Losing Lincoln and all this other crap that's going in her head, and I think she just needs to just be on her own for a while, figure things out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that was heart-wrenching watching her and Lincoln talk, and just oh god, that was just horrible.
What was worse was the begging to bring him back.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing they could do.
No,
nothing.
I mean, the bomb was set to go off. Like
that, and he fried the circuits, and what was it? Was it the Quinjet, or was it
The Quinjet was the one that was going up into space.
Yeah, wasn't designed to thrust in space.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been able to come back anyways. They've already said that.
Well, if it wasn't for the bomb, I mean,
yeah.
wait a half hour.
Well,
That thing did not reach escape velocity. Wait a half hour for it to fall back into the atmosphere and fire the engines back up, assuming you had enough air.
I was gonna say the oxygen. I think was another thing because you saw the whole time Lincoln breathing heavily. Like
Yes.
even when they were on the
he
bus.
hurt himself. Even though he did get hurt and he did get injured too.
Yeah.
But, the air.
So that was a really fantastic season finale, but 3 seasons in a row, S.H.I.E.L.D. has pulled fantastic finales. Just thrown them at us, like out of nowhere.
It's like throughout the season, we're like, oh, this episode kind of was let down. Blah blah. I don't understand why they did this. And then like the season finale, you're like, okay, it all makes sense now. And you're like, screw you. You make me watch all this crap to get to here. You want to be mad at him, but you can't be mad at him because it came out good. It came out like it's supposed to, and everything makes sense. And you're like, but why'd you have to kill Lincoln?
I know.
That's our question.
And it's like every time a new Marvel movie comes out, there's this post that gets circulated, Pinterest, Tumblr, stuff like that, and it's the new Marvel movie was amazing. It was marvelous, and I am devastated.
Exactly.
So like I feel it can be applied to these shows as well.
I'm going to apply a question here, and
apply it.
I need to ask more questions of us for good, serious discussion. If not Lincoln, then who?
Nope. You can't. Nope. Shut up. It's bad enough we lost Lincoln. I'm not going to speculate who else we could have lost.
Right, but that's the thing. If it wasn't Lincoln, who would we have lost? Because,
Daisy?
All right.
I mean...
she was the closest.
Yo-Yo.
She was in there.
Yo-Yo could have bled out. Mac could have been the one who got shot.
Fitz could have gotten taken over by the gas and turned into a hideous monster.
Exactly.
Yep. See, like I said, these whole 2 episodes, they were just like screwing with us, with the jackets, with the cross, with the possible ways of all these people could die, and you didn't even see Link came out of left field.
Yeah,
you didn't even see that happening because he was laying there injured, bleeding, barely even be able to walk, and he's gone.
Like he turns around in the pilot seat, like I fried the manual controls, and then blasts Daisy out of the closing door. I was like, oh god damn it.
Well, I mean, like Colson told Hyde, unlike your partners, they don't do what I tell them.
When you give an order to your soldiers, they have to follow it. When I give an order, mine don't like to listen.
I know. You love that.
They don't listen.
It's like they don't like to listen, and they didn't. It's like they're downstairs right now.
Yep.
I gotta wait till September or October or whenever now.
I know, right?
I don't want to. I mean, when's the next Marvel movie coming out?
You still have Civil War, sir.
You sir.
November is Doctor Strange.
That's Doctor Strange.
So we don't have to wait too long.
Ooh, I've got tingles for Doctor
That's
Strange.
right after. That's pretty much like somewhat right after S.H.I.E.L.D. starts up again. So are they gonna bring that up there again and throw you into the movie?
I hope. I know that Doctor Strange, the character, is going to be amazing because, like, Bumperninkle Cundersnatch is playing him, but, like, I had to think, I know 50 different names for him, I had to think of one. No, but Cumberbatch is such an amazing actor, like, I loved him in Star Trek, I loved him as the voice of Smaug.
As Sherlock.
I love him as Sherlock.
Amazing as Sherlock.
So, I know I'm going to love him as Doctor Strange. No question. Absolutely no question. The movie itself, on the other hand.
I have faith.
I haven't seen too much of it. I mean, I've watched some of the trailers and some of them, like, the sneak peeks or something like that. I mean, it's one of those things they're still kind of keeping under wraps. They're still, they're keeping under that little bubble just like, you're just going to get this much.
Because I feel like a lot of because it's going to be, there's going to be magic. And I feel like a lot of what happens there is going to influence what's going to happen next year in
Thor?
Iron Fist.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure it's going to have anything to do with Thor, but I think it's going to be closely related to Iron Fist. And I'm not going to say I'll save it for our Civil War podcast, but I have a feeling some things could be connected to Civil War.
I mean, yeah, because the second season of Daredevil was very implying the whole magic thing, and now Doctor Strange is just gonna throw it at us.
Yeah, and then it's gonna seep into Defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It wouldn't be that unusual for Cumberbatch to actually do TV.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not at all.
Because that's where he comes from.
But I mean, also,
you never know.
Netflix.
Yeah, and Netflix too.
Makes it a little easier.
I mean, from what we've seen, we don't know how it's going to tie in. It might tie in to S.H.I.E.L.D. in a little bit, but I have a feeling to pump it up like they do with every other Marvel movie, they're going to they're going to pump it up a little bit.
All right, then. So, unless there's anything else, I believe.
And I can't believe I keep forgetting this, but he has been mentioned by Gemma not once but twice. So Gemma knows Doctor Strange as a doctor.
Wow, you're right.
He's been name dropped twice in this show. No. Once in this show, once in Winter Soldier.
Right.
So he's, in the past, has been tied to S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm. So as was mentioned, I still have to see Civil War, because real life sucks.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
If any movie can dethrone Winter Soldier as my favorite Marvel movie, this would be it, but I have a strange feeling it's not going to, because Winter Soldier was amazing.
Mike.
Christina.
You know who I am. You know how much I love Cap and Bucky.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's going to dethrone it.
Okay, I will take your word for it. And on that note, that's our show. Fumbling with buttons. Clio, where can they find you?
You can find me, reposting all the Winter Soldier and Captain America stuff.
Bucky.
At Clio Moto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest especially.
Rachel, how about you?
You know what? Go follow me on Tumblr. I'm Clio Moto on Tumblr as well.
She's Clio Moto on Tumblr as well.
Don't blog as much, but
You can find me at Twitter. Right here at Savannah17.
Not throwing Bucky.
No. I unfortunately have not watched the movie, so I come with a whole different review to the show.
There you go. You can follow me on Twitter at Thilidrin, right there. You can follow all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us at all of those places for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye!
I feel Mike gets left out here. He doesn't have a song for us to sing to him.
Yeah, I know.
I don't need a song. I can't sing anyway.
Whenever we do SGG, Dom's got his other Twitter, and I'm like, oh, I can't sing.